Hey everybody, I just picked up this Throphyline Wingman on Black Friday, and I've never saddle hunted before, but I want to go ahead and try one sticking. And as this comes, it's not really meant for one sticking, but from everything I've seen, this would make a great one stick. Plus, there's plenty of videos already out there on how to do this. But I went ahead and picked up the one sticking kit from Real Deal Amsteel, RDA Outdoors. It comes with everything you see here. You got your cam cleat, included bolts, your Amsteel, and these different feet here. I also picked up some stealth tape, as well as an aider. So I mean, to get started, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually just gonna go ahead and take apart everything I can off the Wingman. I do have some tools, go over them as we go. I guess the easiest way to start is going to be going ahead and taking off the actual feet, or the step-offs, whatever they want to be called, and the top platform, as well as the Versa button. Taking that Versa button off is just going to be a 3/16 hex key, as well as a 3/8 wrench down here in the bottom. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, I lied. It's actually the 7/16. So I got that taken off, and if you're like me, you're gonna hold on to this forever. I think you're gonna use it on something, probably won't. We got it down here. Make sure you have these. These are also going to be a 7/8. And this one, I'm gonna go ahead and use my impact. Speed things up a little bit. It does come with a little plastic washer down there. I'm going to hold on to those. I'll leave that there. Got that hardware right there. And for the top as well. A little bit of help. I actually need a socket. See if I can find a hammer. Actually happen to have the biggest hammer I can find. Just due to the fact that my other hammer is outside, I'm not gonna get it. Punch, help that out. I actually think I can work my way around this without taking the actual platform off. I think if I just drill out these holes a little bigger, so because the included bolts with these different standoffs are a little bit larger, so I believe these are going to be Oh, so these are actually going to go ahead and we're going to use a 5/16 drill bit. I'm actually going to leave the top one in because that one does not go to a standoff. That's actually holding the platform onto the actual stick itself. Same with the bottom. I'm just going to drill out one of those for the included stick. And the cool thing about these standoffs, this one has notches. This one's going to actually be for the bottom. And then for the top, those are actually removed, so they fit nicely in place there. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead. Always try keeping your workplace clean and somewhat organized. Go ahead and just pop one of these right back in here. And washers. It's really... I unfortunately did strip the original one off the top. Luckily, doesn't really matter too much. I'm gonna go ahead and just put another one in there. I'll tighten it all up after the fact. But the other one was a little shorter. This one's a little longer because these feet, to me, that's not gonna bother me much. So I'm gonna go ahead and just replace that with one of those. Back to this, we'll go ahead and figure out where we're putting our different bolts and all. So we are gonna be keeping this. This one's gonna go on the top. And the one with the little, tiny little feet are gonna go there on the bottom. So I did say these were gonna be a, what was this, 5/16 hole. And with it already having holes, you just have to really just match it up, line it up real nicely. A vise would make this nicely, but my vise is over there. So, got one side done. Make sure we keep it nice and straight. I'm just gonna go and flip it to the other side. Alright. Let's see if these fit. Just clean them up a little bit. All right. So there's that one. Now for this top one, we're just gonna go straight through the top, or from the back, all the way through. All the way through to the back, or the front in this case. Last. So we're gonna actually screw these on last, just for the fact that I don't want them getting in the way. We're gonna put the washers right back on the way they came. that. Keep your tools ready. Cam cleat. We're going to position it. Looking at the back side, we're going to position it kind of using that top hole or that bottom hole. Or in a way, I did not get a little template, so actually I could probably make one real quick. All right, last bit of tape I have. Put that down like that. All right, so I will admit I did mess up a little bit on my holes here. So off camera, I got it fitted. It fits in nicely now. Next step that I'm gonna go ahead and do is just make sure I get everything fit back the way it was. Install my AM steel rope and my stealth tape, and we should be good. Hopefully, you guys don't have as much trouble as I did getting these two holes lined up. I got it figured out. I do some Loctite. A lot of these come with lock washers other than these standoffs. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Loctite on those, make sure those don't go anywhere. Another tip, take the little bottom piece out, get your shavings out, that way you're not rattling around. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, the way I'm gonna be attaching this bottom step is with the bolt that actually goes for the standoff. So I'm gonna drill this hole out. That should not be too much of an issue to do. Go ahead. Should be fine. I also vacuumed a lot because working with all these little aluminum shavings, plus I want to install this as nicely as possible. I don't want to go ahead and get frustrated doing that. So we go ahead now. What we're actually going to go ahead and do is actually install our stealth tape, because just screwing everything back together now. So really wish I did take this top platform off. Kind of just a pain to work around it, but you live and you learn. We're gonna go ahead and just do what we can. So now, I don't know if there's a correct way to do this. I've never done this. I've never saddle hunted. I just started deer hunting recently. So this is a huge learning curve for me. So if the video is not the best, I apologize. It's my first video ever. We're doing a lot first this year, so. I don't know if you should be taking the whole thing off. I am, because why not, right? So that's pretty cool. It's like a fabric. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it off the back. I already pre-measured mine. I'm going to do it from the back, right down the middle. Just get it nicely wrapped around. Get as much as I can in the middle. Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff right there. Now, if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to rip it off and give up and paint it. Because I think this will work just fine. Really sticky too. Thought that would be an issue of it not sticking. The reason why I said to make sure you have a clean spot and you vacuum it. Sweep it, vacuum it, keep these shavings off your workbench. It's never fun. They get everywhere. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. It is good enough for me. That looks sweet. Soft. Take a nap on that stuff. Gotta find the holes. I need to find my holes. You feel a hole here. This is going to be the original Versa button hole. So there's my hole, Versa button hole, and my hole. I actually saw this trick on someone else's video. He used a different drill bit. I actually have a countersink. Let's see if that works. It works. Actually works nicely. Let's see if we can match that up. Got a hole somewhere. Alright, never mind. So, let's see. Just cut these right. Okay. I'll just cut a little flat for him. There we go. So, remove the excess. Actually install these. Oh, never mind, we're not installing. We're not installing because I need to put my rope on. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. There's that. If you guys made this far watching me struggle and wrestle with this thing on my workbench, appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate it. Take it as a sign to remove the platform. Now, this is one thing where I messed up. I did not purchase like hair ties or something, but I will make do with a rubber band for now. I will go through the hassle of doing this again at some point, probably. But I'm just attach our AM seal right up there to the top. And then we can install our can cleat. Now I just gotta figure out which way I want the harness to go. Or not, which way I want this to be actually connecting into place. I believe that's up to personal preference. The letters are going this way. I'm just gonna go, you know, from right to left. That should be, that's how I'm gonna put mine. Always undo it. So that's one thing I've learned, is I can always undo it. But I didn't buy hair ties, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put a rubber band on there for now. Probably end up putting a hair tie or figuring out a different bungee system. Put your washers down. Now these are lock nuts, so don't have to worry too much about any Loctite. And these were the 3/8 ones. So it's 3/8 and an 1/8 Allen key. Now, I don't think you want to crank down these, because I'm not sure if that's going to impede on the function. But you definitely don't want them to be loose. Cool. So there's that. The reason why I said I wish I had a hair tie was for this reason. So I can keep all that together. I'll figure out something probably a little different than a hair tie. I've seen other people do hair ties. I might just do like a little bungee ball or something. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead, put that down there. We're gonna go through the bottom. Go through the bottom. This one I should go through the top. I like that, the way that Allen head looks a little better. A little plastic spacer included. Washer. And on these, I will be using Loctite, because these are not lock washers, so or not lock nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Loctite. I'll tighten those up off camera, but that's on there. And then just attach the aider. I went with a 2-step aider. For one, it was what was available, and for two, everything I've read and seen people do, they prefer 2 steps. So if they prefer, maybe I prefer as well. But yeah, it's my one stick. It does have this little loop in here, so I can keep it all nice and contained. I might get a pack and play or something. One thing I will probably do is wrap the front with paracord and potentially, you know, just using a Dremel out a little divot, nice little valley for my rope. I've seen a lot of people do that. I might do that who knows, maybe after a little bit of practicing and messing around with this, I'll, learn it and figure it out. Who knows, I might not even like this. But yeah, that's my explanation of how I'm assembling my one stick. If you made it this far, if you have any tips, tricks, feel free to drop them down below. Feel free to like, follow. Not much on here yet, but there will be. I do plan on practicing this a lot during the summer and, taking it out hunting. So you guys enjoy. Hopefully I maybe helped you guys out. Have a good one.